Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome back to my channel, car vlog. Let's talk car vlog. Time. I am heading off to therapy. Therapy is much needed today. You guys, oh my God. First thing I want to say, basically what I want this video to be about is, I want to do a question and answer. For all my new subscribers, I know I've done it in the past I did it quite a while ago, a question and answer, and I want to do one for my new subscribers to get to know me better, because I think that's super important, is that everyone gets to know me as a person and not just a face on a screen. So I want you to please post your questions down below. But this gives you guys plenty of time to ask me questions down below, whether it's regarding my channel, whether it's regarding about me personally. You know, the only thing that's off limits, normally, like I said, would be my children. But I've discussed my children on here a little bit. So, you know, I mean, if it's not something super personal, you guys know I will answer anything. My face looks super red right now, you guys. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. But that's what I want you guys to do. That's the assignment for this video. The assignment, that's your homework. I had a Dermaroller. If you guys don't know what a Dermaroller is, it is a torture device. Okay, so what a Dermaroller basically is it's a torture device. Okay, what it's supposed to do, it is a roller, literally like a roller, and it has all these spiky tines on it, metal tines. You can get it in many different lengths. Mine is like 1 millimeter, I think. You can get it all the way up to 2 millimeters. I think like in salons they do. In salons they do this, and what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to injure your skin, like literally injure your skin, and then that skin sloughs off and new skin cells appear. It's like, you know, microdermabrasion on crack, basically. If you watch videos, if you look it up on YouTube, you watch videos of it, you will see most people do like 2 millimeters, 2.5 millimeter. I mean, and that's really going deep. So you're gonna see people with bloody faces. Okay, mine is not that deep. So first time I used it was painful. You know, not like horrible painful, but you know, like you know, you're basically taking a rose bush full of thorns and you're rubbing it on your face. So, you know, it's not exactly pleasant. But I did it again the other day, and I noticed that I must have gone deeper than I normally did. There were little areas here and there that started to bleed, which is fine. That's, you know, I mean, that's, you know, one of the things that it may do. Or I went over them too many times. But what I'm noticing that I didn't notice last time, I noticed nothing last time. I put the cream that you're supposed to put on afterwards, and I noticed nothing. Like, I know it's something that you're supposed to use repetitively, and what it's supposed to do is, you know, boost the collagen in your skin, get rid of fine lines and wrinkles, firm the elasticity of your skin, that kind of stuff. But this time I noticed that I have dry, like super dry patches, like here and here, and that's like mostly supposed to reduce pores, and that's mostly where I concentrated. And so I don't know if I overdid it or what, but I can feel it, and it's almost like you want to pick at it because, you know, it feels like scaly, but you don't, obviously. And that will slough off, and I mean, it's not where you can notice it, but I can feel it. And the new skin cells underneath will be regenerated, and supposedly your skin will be much better. I don't know. It was in my bathroom. I was doing a full facial kind of on myself, and I said, hey, why not? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it another shot. Yeah, that's just a little tip for you. I don't know, a tidbit, whatever. I just wanted to talk about this. I had somebody post, and you guys know I kept her post up because unless you're downright rude to me, everything is open up for discussion on my channel. That's what I love about my channel, is that we can agree to disagree, you can have different points of opinions, that kind of stuff. And what I had stated in my last Let's Talk, if you guys haven't watched it yet, you can, you know, go to that one. It was about death, basically, and which is, yeah, great subject, right, Chris? Great subject. Chris is not in a great mood. I mean, Chris is just, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's been rough. But I explain why I talk about that and everything like that. Well, I used Paris as an example, and I kind of knew, and I even said in the video, it's a very sensitive topic. My son is actually today they're doing like a round table forum, and you guys post down below on this too and tell me if you think this is appropriate for 14-year-old kids. I don't know. I don't think it's appropriate, and I guess just because I can't quite grasp it, but because of everything that happened in Paris, they're doing a roundtable discussion, and he needs to come up with two. Okay, let me get back to what I was saying before. I'm sorry, you guys know I jump all around. Okay, so this person basically said that she doesn't think I misunderstood, because I had said, please, I don't mean to offend anybody. I didn't get into the details on how I feel about Paris. I didn't, and I'm not going to in this video either. I'm just going to touch about like what, you know, they're talking at Dante School. You know, she basically stated her opinion on it, and basically said, if I am feeling drama, wait, how did she say it? I don't want to misquote her, but I'm just gonna, so I'm paraphrasing, so don't, you know, you can go back to that video and see the comment. A couple of people thumbs her up, you know what I mean? I mean, that's fine, everybody has their own opinion. But if I was feeling negativity, maybe I shouldn't, or drama, maybe I shouldn't do drama-inducing videos. I don't feel that my videos are drama-inducing at all. These Let's Talk videos, I talk about myself. I talk about what I'm going through and what I am feeling. The main message was last time was the loss of my cousin and how I was feeling. And I was feeling angry, and I was feeling, you know, Paris came up because there was some things that I was feeling angry about. Whether they were warranted or not warranted, they were my feelings. And you know, I'm always going to be honest. It's how I was feeling. I can't help it. I can't help my feelings. It's how I was feeling. Whatever the deal was, you know, last video again. Okay, it's time I'll stop saying last video. But if you guys are lost and you're just tuning in, welcome. And, you know, but basically the whole thing was about loss of people, loss of loved ones, and how you grieve, and how I wasn't doing that well. Okay, so she basically said if I didn't want drama or whatever, maybe I should stop making drama-induced, invoking or drama-induced posts or videos, which I don't think I do. I don't think, you guys can sound off below, I don't think my stuff is drama-induced at all. I just talk about me, myself, and I most of the time, and how I feel about certain things. I don't think that's drama. In fact, I try my best to stay out of drama, like I did in a couple videos back, and, you know, there was a little bit there, but not, you know, I don't really consider that drama, I guess. You know, drama to me is like full-fledged, like, fighting, and, you know. So she said, maybe you should put down the camera for a while. And I was like, really? You know, I don't think, this is just how I feel, is that I do not feel that the answer to anything, I will never quit YouTube, and I will never stop posting my opinions, and I will never stop doing these Let's Talks, because they are the videos that are actually the most important to me, and I actually feel that they not only help me, they help other people. Maybe you're thinking certain things about Paris, or maybe you're thinking certain things about whatever I talk about, and are too afraid to say it, and then I say it, and people are like, oh yeah, okay, oh phew, you know, I'm not the only one, and it doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person, you know what I mean? So that's why I do these kinds of videos. So I was just kind of in shock. I was kind of taken aback by that comment, because I am a YouTube creator. That's what I do. I do know that there will be drama. There will be subjects that sometimes come up that will invoke feelings in me that I don't necessarily like, make me uncomfortable. But that, to me, it does not mean that I should put down my camera. I mean, to me, that's sort of like, put it down, give it up. That's not how I deal with things. I just would rather deal with things head on. So that was basically her thing, was, you know, stop, put down the camera. No, what I'm putting to the side, basically, like I was saying, was Facebook. There's some things that are just triggering me, setting me off, and on Facebook, and that's what I'm putting away. I'm a YouTube creator. I would never put down my camera. I just feel I'd rather talk it out, and that's just my deal. So yeah, just addressing that. Now going back to, again, I don't want to make this a whole, you know, about Paris thing, but I mean, just, I'm just kind of, there's a lot of stuff stirring in my brain. A lot of it has to do with Dante. We have his next PPT meeting December 1st, and I feel a lot has happened between the first one and the second one, and a lot has not happened as far as, okay, what do we do for this whole month? Nothing's being done. Nothing, he's not being helped for this whole month, and then, I don't know, and then he gets further behind, and then he gets more stressed, and, you know, that kind of stuff, but whatever. Again, you can go back, I have a Let's Talk playlist, you can go back and, you know, that's in the PPT discussion, and again, if you guys have not seen it, watch it, and you'll know a little bit what I'm talking about. So he asked me last night, we were on our way to therapy, which is an hour away, his therapist, which was an hour away from us. So we, had plenty of time to talk in the car, and he was asking Marin and I, he said, we're having like a roundtable discussion. We need to ask a question regarding ISIS. Okay. Now, I'll be the first to say that, okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. This is how much has been on my mind lately. I thought I had my appointment was at 2:00. It was from 1:30. So I was sitting here jabbering away with you guys. And, she's like, are you blowing me off? I'm like, no, she sent me a text message. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. So back on the subject, the second thing is that I'm going to talk about, and, sounding off below, do you think it's normal or appropriate? And I'm going to tell you why. That I feel this way, that I do not feel it's appropriate. Dante had to ask a couple questions and about ISIS, and it was going to be like a roundtable kind of discussion. So I gave him a question and Marin gave him a question. Now, I'm not going to, tell you what the questions are because, like I said, I really don't want to get into a political discussion about it. And in the comments, you guys are more than welcome to sound off on what your thoughts are on it, but I am not going to respond as to what my thoughts are on it because I don't like having those political discussions. So we both gave him a question, to start off with, that we thought were good questions to ask. Now, this is my problem, is that I know kids need to know about current events, and I know they're not, jaded. I know they have the internet. I know they hear a lot of this stuff anyway, but this is maybe I'm wrong. This is just what I feel. It's such a religious motivated, well, there's more motivation to it, but I'm just saying, there's a religious aspect behind this whole thing that's going on, okay? Obviously, these are religious fanatics that do this, and terrorist/religious fanatics, and they feel they're doing it for the right reasons, and blah, 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 and also whatever their deal is, yada, yada, yada. And South Windsor is actually, there is a lot of Muslims in South Windsor. And what I'm afraid of, if you were discussing this in a school, and when I say a lot, I mean, there's a lot. These are children. And so I just feel like if you're going to have a discussion like this, there might be somebody who says, well, we should not let any Muslims into our state. You know what I mean? And how's that going to feel for the poor little Muslim kid sitting there? He was probably born and raised in South Windsor or in Connecticut and, doesn't know any different. And I don't know. I hope I'm making sense, but it's such a broad topic. It's not something that you can easily say, I just don't know. I'm afraid of leaving questions in the hands of 14-year-olds because, like I said, I don't know if they can all politically correct and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, I'm so sick of hearing all these liberals and, people's feelings, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not even discussing that. I'm just saying if it was an adult conversation, adult roundtable, go for it. You know what I mean? I just feel like with children, I don't know that I'm kind of like, I'm actually really curious for him to come home and to hear how the conversation went because I don't know. I heard it and I went, ugh. I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole, knowing that a lot of his classmates are Muslim. So I don't know if that would be a conversation that I would, leave up to a debate, conversation, round table, whatever, that it would leave up to 14-year-olds. I don't know, guys. Post down below what you think. I think there's a lot of chance to isolate people in that, the children in that situation, some children in that situation. And I just, that kind of just, I don't know. When it comes to kids, that kind of just left me sitting the wrong way. I've been steering clear of, the whole refugee situation, the whole on Facebook. There's many times I want to post, but I don't. I keep my mouth shut and, someone will post something and I want to respond, but I don't. Everyone's sounding off. Should we close, the borders? Should we leave them open? And it's all Obama's fault. Oh, it's so-and-so's fault. Those are the conversations I really stay away with because everyone's going to have their own opinion and you're never going to win. Those are conversations you don't win. So you don't have, because all you're going to do is piss people off, hurt people's feelings. They're going to hurt your feelings because you feel very strongly about the situation, right? And I just feel it's just not something, that's why we go and we vote and we go to the polls and People don't see our votes. We have those little, it's private. It's private for a reason, because it is a very sensitive, thing. So anyway, that's basically, this is going to kind of be a short one, because that's basically what I wanted to get on about, was those 2 topics. And I love you guys. And for everybody who posted on my last video, thank you so much for your support. And I noticed even afterwards, people were posting on my Facebook, and I understand that, like, people, not everybody sees everything that I write and stuff like that, but I just want you guys to know I sincerely appreciate it. I really, honestly do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate the fact that you guys are you took a minute out of your time just to, whether in the comments or on my personal Facebook page, and just to say, you know what, I'm thinking of you, and, happy vibes your way, and that kind of stuff. It means a lot. There's still some people that, I expected, to maybe reach out, that have not reached out, and I'm kind of like in shock. That's a story for that's a whole nother Let's Talk conversation. But anyway, guys, you guys are great. You guys are really, really, really awesome. I love you guys to death. I am going to be having my 2,000 subscriber giveaway. That is not going to happen. I'm just letting you guys know now who are waiting for it. It's not going to happen until after the new year, because with the holidays coming up and stuff, the money's tight for everybody, and it's tight for me. I don't want to say, oh yeah, it's going to be here. It's going to be here now. And I just can't afford it right now. I don't even know how I'm going to buy my kids Christmas presents, to be honest with you. Like, that's how tight things are right now. It's kind of crazy. So as much as I would love to, because it's around the Christmas season, I just can't. So it will be after New Year's. So, it'll be an after Christmas thing. So you'll get everything that you thought you wanted after Christmas, and then you will have the opportunity to win stuff that you didn't even know you wanted. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And thank you guys for being so respectful in the comment section. I mean, you guys really, honestly, like, even the people who don't agree with me are still, respectful. And I really, really appreciate that a lot. So I will talk to you guys later.